people are so unhappy and then look for happiness in other people. I like when people copy me because it means like I'm doing something right. When people copy, it's good.
It's a good
If people
sign.
don't copy, then you have to worry
Yes,
about.
I agree. You guys, I think we're starting. Can I just say, I'm so
Yes.
excited for Karolina to be here. It took how long? Almost, I feel like a year for you to
Yes,
be on the
definitely.
podcast.
Yes, way too long.
Way too long. Listen, my producer, Dia, at one point she said, you know what? I'm going to go to her house, grab her, and then just bring her here. And I was like, that's what we're going to do if she doesn't show up today. I am
Yes.
so excited for you to be here.
Thank you so much for having me. So
I'm
excited.
gonna call you the surfer girl because
Yes.
everyone knows you. I feel like the whole world knows you. And I want to jump right into how you got started. So here's the thing. For the podcast,
Right.
it's all about, hold on a second. This podcast is all about mindset.
Yes.
Okay. It's all about entrepreneurship and how you get to your dreams. And when I actually found you a long time ago. Even when I was living in LA, I saw your
wow.
videos. And then when I came to Dubai and we started the podcast, I was like, I need to have you on.
Yeah.
Why is because you created something so dope. I need to know how
Yeah.
you got to this being the surfer girl that everyone is trying to be like, okay?
True.
Tell me.
So I believe in passion, like following your passion. So just to let you know a little bit about my background. So I'm
Yes.
originally from Poland, but I always had big dreams. So when I was 18, I went to US for exchange students, au pair in America. So I was a year in California, Berkeley, and then I went to Hawaii and I fell in love with Hawaii, the sun, the ocean. So I used to live in Hawaii for 6 years, and that's where the love for surfing started. Actually, it was not like I
Wow.
was the best surfer in the world, but I was there. And then when I moved to Dubai, a few years later, somebody told me, "Oh, you should start to do this wake surfing," and I've never done it. When I moved to Dubai, I moved with my boyfriend that time, Saudi. So I met him in Hawaii, crazy love. Then I left my Hawaiian life, moved to Dubai 13 years ago, and then after that. I always work in a corporate world, like
Right.
oil and gas, investment, family office, different roles. So I was never into like social media or anything like that. And then I started doing wake surfing. Like other people would go and party, and I would just every weekend go and practice and practice. And I have a lot of friends in social media, and they were saying, "Oh, Karolina, don't have this boring job. Do like fashion, do makeup." I'm like, I don't think it's mine. I don't think it's really my thing. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna work. I'm just gonna stay focused, and something will come up, I'm sure. And then one day I had an idea. I'm like, we live in Dubai. Let me just try to go on a wake surfboard with like over the knee boots, high heels, and some like glam dress. And I had a broken MacBook. So I'm like, let's do it. So we did it, and then the videos went viral. So then we just like had crazy ideas, and it was all about like fun. And because also social media at some point becomes boring. Like it's all about aesthetics. Everyone does the same thing. So it was like so fun. Like I'm really lucky. I have a really good friend. So like, okay, let's go to some supermarket, find something. So we just literally grab the Christmas tree, grab the fishing thing, fish. We doing fishing, we doing ironing. So we just bring all the crazy things on a boat. And that's how it started. The whole, adventure out of love and passion for water and ocean.
So wait, you said that, okay, everyone asked you to, start doing makeup, doing this and doing that. How amazing for you when you were like,
Hi, ladies. Sorry to interrupt you. How are you?
Yes, wonderful.
Welcome to Brunch and Cake.
Thank you.
I just want to take a coffee order, perhaps.
do you have like a hot chocolate?
I've got hot chocolate. I've got a nice blueberry latte that's hot as well.
I just want no caffeine, just hot chocolate. Can I have it with coconut milk?
Sure.
Thank you.
May I have a matcha?
Yes.
With coconut milk and vanilla syrup.
Sure. Do you want it hot or ice?
Hot, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much. So, what's interesting, you said that all your friends were like, get into makeup, get into fashion and all that, because you look so gorgeous. Guys,
Thank you so much.
you should see your clothes. But you said, no, it's not me. I'm sure something better is going to come.
Yeah.
Why did you have this faith?
I believe I'm very spiritual. So I
Right.
always believe life is about a purpose. Everyone has their own niche. Everyone has a purpose. So if, let's say, I do something because to follow the trend, I'm misleading myself from the main point of or my main destiny, and in life it's also about timing. Like sometimes you have to go through places, people, difficult moments or happy moments to reach the point of your life when you say, okay, I had to go through to learn that. So that's why I think like, even the videos went viral and my dad was like, oh my god, how you can do that? I didn't know you can surf like this. How is that possible? I say, dad, I don't know, it's just my love, it's my passion and it's my talent. I don't know how
Wow.
it is because I'm actually quite scary cat. Like I never done like a skydive. I'm quite scared of the heights. But the minute I'm on the surfboard is like a different world for me. Like I forget everything and it's just fearless.
Okay, now walk me through. You on the weekends, your friends are partying, going
Yeah.
out, meeting guys.
Yes.
You are on the weekends practicing.
And waking up at 5 a.m. because 6 a.m.,
Ooh.
7 a.m. is the best time to catch the waves because the sea is very flat. Yes.
So, did you learn by yourself or did
So I
someone?
learned by myself. So, you learn through making mistakes, you learn like nobody showed me how to do it. I learned by myself. I find my own way. Like until
Wait,
now,
no one taught
yeah,
you?
yeah. I mean, I had when I went on a boat. So how it works, you rent out the boat and then you go with the team. There's some instructor and stuff, but
Right.
basically self-learners. So they tell you like the techniques, how to do
Right.
it, but it's not like I hire a trainer to train me or anything like this. So a lot of times it's just go through good people, like they learn. So they're like, okay, you should do like this, you should do like that. But
Wow.
basically I believe that how you get better at things or how you master by practicing, you master. And like people now say, oh, you're so lucky you have these brands. No, I'm not lucky. I worked for it. So basically you prepare all your life. Like if I wouldn't practice, I wouldn't get where I am now. Life prepares you. So you practice every day for 2 years and then it will come the breakthrough moment. The point is people kind of stop,
Right.
practicing because they're like, oh, I'm giving up. No, it's just, you never know. Just when you think you will, you want to give up, next day you might have a breakthrough. So you just have to continue.
Were you always like that? Like to me, just you sitting here, and I said that before. I said you need to talk more in your videos
Yes,
because your
true.
personality is really beautiful.
Oh, thank
Like,
you.
how were you always like that, or were you? How did you grow up? Like,
So I think so. I come from a very small town in Poland.
right.
I have an older sister, and in my town, everyone knows each other. You know how it is, the mentality. But I had a big dreams. I was always telling my mom, oh, I'm gonna go to America. She's like, where are you gonna go to America? That time, like long time ago. We haven't been traveling anywhere. That was my first abroad trip. When I was 18, I went
Wow.
to America. So it's, I had a big dreams and I was always very brave. Like I went to elementary school in my hometown, but then high school, I went to different city, bigger city, and also was like a psychological women high school. And
Right.
how it started, the idea of America, then I was part of one disabled people kind of club. So I was going there once a week, meeting people. And then I met one lady there. She's like, oh, you need to meet my daughter, come for coffee. And she was so fun, like such a great personality. And then she was like, oh, what you gonna do after high school? I'm like, oh, I'm dreaming to go to America. She's like, okay, my daughter went on this program, Opera in America, you should go. So if you would have asked me now, like 10, 20 years ago, through these people, I'll make some dreams of mine come true, you never know. Like life leads you through different ways. Like you just have to believe, and be really clear what you want in life.
I saw though when you were a kid, or
Yeah.
you wanted to be a model.
Yes.
So that was your dream to be a
Yeah.
model. And tell me why. Why was
So I
that your
want to be,
thing?
I don't know if it's like every girl dream. You want to be a model. So I was watching these TV, in America, Hollywood. So I always was saying, okay, I want to be in Hollywood. I want to be a model, but I'm not super tall. I'm not super skinny. So when I was in Poland, I did some competition. My dad drives 2-3 hours, yeah, to the capital. We take this like kind of like a consent or whatever it's called, like monthly to check. And then I didn't win, of course, I'm too short and stuff, but I didn't give up. And then, who would have thought that now I'll be modeling for the biggest brands on the surfboard, in heels. So, you have like, you plant an idea in your head,
Right.
and you like always think about it. So then the life through different ways will take you to that.
So basically, it's like, and I started to believe that too. It's like you have a dream,
Yes.
but don't always count on you're gonna get exactly that picture.
Yes.
You might get so much bigger and so much better,
Yeah.
and that's where you are now. Okay, I need to know. This to me, everyone who thinks out of the box, everyone who can make money with
Yes.
being different is so freaking interesting to me. How did you come up with the whole
Yeah.
plan to do this, fail,
Yeah.
go back up again, now to becoming one of the most successful, I would call it influencer slash entrepreneur? How did you get to
Yeah.
do all of that?
So you see, that's how it is. Like, you start, I always say to everyone, follow your passion and love. Like, what do you love to do? In the beginning, I had no idea about
Right.
it. I didn't know surfing is gonna make me, quit corporate world. I'll be making money. I'll be successful. I knew that there is something, because when I'm on that board, I just love doing it. It was just, I had so much love and passion. Like, I could be surfing all the time, spending my money weekends. It was not easy. A lot of times, waking up early, falling in the water over after over, practicing. But then I knew there is something. So as the progress, as I was getting better, as I was improving, I had a better idea. I was researching more. I'm also reading a lot of mindset, business books and things. So I'm always learning and
Right.
getting knowledge. So then I saw what the brands want. So then I was trying to, kind of strategize, because I had a corporate background. So I knew about business. So you see, like, people would say, oh, don't go to 9 to 5. And I say the other way, like, go to 9 to 5, have that experience, have that discipline, because this prepares you to your next chapter. So now I know how to negotiate, how to make, business deals, how to sell myself, my product, my things. So it's all step by step. And until now, I know there are bigger things, which I don't know at that moment what is it going to be, but I know it's going to be in the future. So as long as every day I try to be a better person, I improve, and also inspire. Like, I believe in nowadays, you need to inspire people. So I always try to inspire people, do things you love. And they're like, oh, I don't know if it's going to make me money. Don't think about the money, because for me, I never thought about the money. I felt like, if you would have asked me a few years ago, no problem. Thank you so much. Do I have a hair somewhere here on my lip? Because I have somewhere, yes. Okay.
Thank you
Wow,
so
lovely.
much. That looks so good.
So nice. Yes. So if you would have asked me like a few years ago, oh, Karolina, you'll be making money with surfing, I'll be like, no way, how? Like, how's that possible? And you know what it is? So I posted first videos, went viral, 10, 20 millions, all this. And one of the videos that went super viral, I had a rope and a Louis Vuitton bags, all different shopping bags, and I was doing makeup. It was like Urban Decay. And I didn't know. I took whatever makeup I had in my cabinet. And then the brand message under the video on TikTok and say like, oh, we would love to work with you. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I'll do for free. Like, I was so happy. They're like, oh, so that was my first paid job. So, it started, you always have to think about your love and passion. It's never about the money.
Ooh,
And
that
then money
one.
comes by itself, Money is the energy.
How do you teach that to people?
Yeah.
Like, how? Because nowadays, making money became so easy, right?
Right.
But people are losing. One thing that I love about your content is that it's your content. No one has done it before, right? And a lot of people are now copying you. First of
Yes.
all, how do you feel about people copying you?
So for me, I don't take personally. I like when people copy me, because it means like I'm doing something right. Because basically, it's a new trend, it's a new sport. And I always say like, okay, people can copy all they want, but the original is the original. And if somebody copy, they go further away from their own purpose. you know,
Right.
because surfing with heels, sorry guys, sorry everybody, but it's mine. So you can all copy, you know, what you want, but you can't take over from the queen, right?
The OG is the OG.
Yes.
That's not going to
But
change.
basically, you know, a lot of people ask me, oh, how to do, and I give them advice, you know, I
Right.
give them advice how to do it, or, you know, help them and stuff. But for me, it's just like, you know, people always copy. So I don't really mind.
I remember, you know, I don't know if you know this, but I have my own makeup brand. Have you ever heard of the cat eye stamp?
Yes, I love that one.
So we were actually the ones who invented it
Oh,
9 years
wow.
ago.
Amazing.
And so I was so married to my product.
Right.
And when people came out who copied me, I would be so upset and so mad. And then one of my mentors said to me, never be married to your product. And I
Yeah.
never knew what he meant. And now looking back, I understand.
You
It's like
understand,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
be married to your product.
Yes.
That's the same thing with you, right? So when you see everyone else doing the content that you're doing, what
Yeah.
goes through your heads? Like, do you judge them? Honestly.
Yes, I always judge, of course. I'm like, this is a little clumsy. This is like, oh, this is the same hair how I used to have, or this is my idea. Because a lot of things is on my old ideas, you know?
Right.
And like, you know, I keep it now, some things more secret. Like, you know, people are like, oh, how you are dry. How is that possible, you know? So I don't show everything,
Right.
you know? You have to keep a little bit secret some stuff, you know,
Right.
because it's my ways. But yeah, sometimes I see people send me, but I don't really care too much because, you know, when people copy, it's good.
It's a good
If people
sign.
don't copy, then you have to worry
Yes,
about.
I agree. Now, your video goes viral. First of all, you do the video, and then it goes viral. What did your friends or family say when they saw the first video of you
Yeah.
being on the board and doing something crazy like that? What did your family and friends say to you?
So my family, even until now, 3 years later, my mom called me yesterday. She's like, oh, you know, I went there and there was this lady and somebody showed her your video. She's like, oh, is it really real how your daughter is, you know, surfing after 3 years? So people still don't believe it's real until now. Even my family, when we started the videos, they didn't believe it's real.
Why do you think that?
Because it's something that was never done before. And, you know, the video looks effortless. You know, it's the 10, 15 seconds and it's just perfect. Dry hair, everything is just perfect. But then also it's like we master to look perfect. You know, we ensure the makeup is on point, the hair,
Right.
you know, the outfit. There's no wind that day, you know, so it's all little aspects taken into consideration to make sure the video is perfect. So I think because the video, because it was something different, people didn't believe. Even my friends in the beginning, they say like, oh, you know, these people ask me, is the Karolina really doing like that? You know, so people didn't really believe. But then I bring always my friends, my
Right.
family on a boat, and then they know it's real. And even, you know, so funny, just now in November last year, we did this huge video for Poland Independence Day because I have done for almost a lot of countries, but not for Poland. And we had on the 11th of November. So I brought my mom, auntie, and uncle to Dubai, and I brought them all on my boat. On the boat, we were all wearing the Slavic traditional outfits, and then I had a heels, we had a flag, we had a jet ski, and I posted this BTS video with like mom, auntie, all sitting, and people were commenting like, "Oh, this is AI." I'm like, "Is my mom AI? Is my auntie AI? Is the uncle AI?"
Wow, everyone is just looking to like
Yes.
bash someone.
Yes. You know, we live in a world where people are very negative. People are not happy. Like we live in a world where everything is accessible, but people have depressions and the less happiest they ever been.
Right. And they don't want happiness for other people, I feel
Yes.
like. And it's getting crazier and crazier.
Right.
I don't know what the thing is, but you just talked about AI.
Correct.
How do you feel about the AI, you know, that can make it or do it maybe better than you can
Of
do it? Like,
course,
how do you
yes.
feel about that?
So, you know, with AI, same like social media, AI is now part of the life. So you need to accept. And I am all for it, for AI to improve, you know,
Right.
the life and stuff. I don't like on social media when even some of my friends post so much AI pictures. I don't know which one is real. Oh, I've been here, I've been there. I'm like, really? You've been to Switzerland? No, it's this AI app. I'm like, you know, it's kind of getting out of hands.
Right.
And in terms of the videos, you know, like, yes, advertising, marketing, a lot of AI videos, but I still believe like people value brands, the personal touch, you know. Also, the if somebody is doing something out of box, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried like the AI will take over my work, because I'll always serve. Like even there are brands, no brands, I'll always serve. And then AI should be used to improve, to make easier our life, not to replace, you know, anything.
Right. Did you get a lot of jealousy when you blew up
Yes, you always. I think it's always comes with. You
from
lose
your?
some people, you
Is it
know.
your? Would you say like a lot from your, like family and friends? Did you?
Family, maybe not. Family's been always very supportive, and they always been. But maybe friends, yes, because you know you don't have as much time as you want, and they're like, "Oh, you change. You know, you used
I
to have
know.
so much time for me. You don't have now. You know, it's a part of the life.
Right.
You just have to keep going, and the people that are close to you, they stay with you, and people will understand."
How did you? How did that make you feel? Because I remember when I started my brand and I was in all these magazines. I
Yeah.
won awards and all that stuff. We got into retail. I had so many people that stopped. They used to clap, and
Yeah.
then the clapping
Stopped.
stopped. And in the beginning, it really bothered me. Now I'm just like, I don't care. Like I'm not
Right.
working for you, right? I'm working to make a change in the industry.
Right.
But how was that for you in the beginning, and how is it for you now?
So in the beginning, of course, was a little bit disappointing, right? Because you think you have support in your friends. I mean, my family always been there for me, but in terms of friends, and also you know, Dubai, it's a place you have kind of weekend friends, these kind of
Right.
friends. It's hard to find genuine people. Like people just want to take advantage of other people. But I think if you just focus to your goals, like for me, you know, I've been always very independent. Like I left Poland when I was 18 and I never went back, you know. So for me, I love having friends, but also I love being alone. So now with time, I understand, and it's just a part of the life. You lose
Right.
some people, you know, but as long as you are happy with yourself, like happiness, you know, with yourself is the biggest, you know, thing in your life. It's the most important because people are so unhappy and then look for happiness in other people. But if you can be truly, like, truly happy with yourself, then you don't need anything else, really.
You're very, like, now talking to you like a very confident woman.
Yes.
Were you always like that?
I think you learn to be like that, you know? I used to be very naive because I left Poland. I went to America when I was so young. I didn't know anything. I barely spoke English. So, you know, you learn through hardships.
Right.
So, you know, when you don't have a choice, you learn, you become stronger. So I think it's through, you know, years experience, the hardships, you learn and you become stronger.
What would you say? Let's talk about social media, right? It's like
Yes.
such a big thing. Everyone is trying to go viral, everyone is trying to find their own niche.
Right.
What would you suggest people who look at you and say, that's what I want? Like, I want to quit my 9 to 5.
Yes.
I want to live off like my dreams and my passion. What would you tell women?
So I would say you need to spend few days with yourself and really truly think like what you love to do, what's your passion. And it might be the strangest idea, like you think like, oh no, how is it going to be business, how am I going to make money? We live in a world when the strangest things go viral. And even like when you see me as an example, like surfing with Christmas tree, and I can make money
I
out of
love
that, you
that.
know, like the weirdest thing. So
Yeah.
as long as you know and you have to believe in your idea, you never speak to your friends, to, you know, your
Right.
family, because family don't understand, other people won't understand your dream, your goal. So if you know what you love, what's your passion, and every day you make a plan step by step how to do it, but still you keep your 9 to 5 job, you know. So you keep your 9 to 5 job, and after work you work on your dream, you know, step by step you're improving, you're meeting people from the industry, and that's how you make your dream come true, you know.
At what point did you stop your 9 to 5, and why?
So I stopped because I was thinking, you know, I need to take a chance. I need to take a chance. So it just happened a few months ago, actually. Yeah.
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was still trying to do both. And then I'm like, you know what? It's time to just take a leap, take a step, you know, and just live the life. I wanted to be free.
Were
By
you
the end of
scared?
the day, of course, yes, because I've always been on the safety part, Even though I started surfing, I started, earned money, I still had a job. I still had a job, because I learned you can handle, women are so talented. They can multitask, they can do so many things. So I would be able to handle now even. But then I felt like, no, I want to travel. I want to, go further with my dreams. So it wasn't anything about the mind. It was more of a freedom of the mindset.
What did your people at work say? Was it tough? Like, did it bite you in a way or
No,
no?
so they understood. And then also for them, it was when the videos went viral. No, nobody expected. I didn't expect. They were like, oh, my family members watching you. They're your fans or this or that. They're taking pictures of me. I'm like, because it wasn't like, oh, I was telling you, oh, I want to be famous. I want to be this. I want to be.
Right.
It just happened naturally.
I love
And I
that.
kept silent. Like I lived two life, you can say. Like my
Right.
corporate world was corporate, and then my surfing was my surfing. I never said anything about my social media until through virality. They've noticed, but I never said anything. I keep it quiet.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so
Because
crazy.
that's how you should do. Like you work on your success quietly. Let the
I agree.
success make the
Guys,
noise.
listen to what you just said.
Yes.
So I absolutely agree. I feel
Yeah.
like if you speak about it loudly to anyone else, it kind of messes with
Yes, universe
with
and
the
stuff
universe.
and the energy. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then once you're successful, the noise will be there. Just let it happen. Don't talk. I
Exactly.
know a lot of people, they talk a lot. And then by the end of the day, they don't deliver anything. So I always keep it quiet and let the things just show.
Can you tell me how can I picture you filming? Okay, how many people
Yeah.
do you have a camera? Are you gonna do it with your? Are you doing it with your phone?
Yes.
How do you prepare? Like, walk me through your filming.
Yes. So you see, this is again a funny story because 3 years ago, my first paid project was some American clothing brand. And I didn't have videographer, but I was rescuing street cats in Dubai. And then I knew this lady, older lady, and she was like, I took a lot of cuts from her. We were friends. And then I was telling her, oh, I'm doing the surfing video. She's like, oh my God, my daughter is a videographer. She should do video for you. I say, okay, yeah, I just have this paid thing. Let's do it. So the first video we did together, and then there was a Barbie movie that time, and then I said, okay, let's do the Barbie movie like fun for us idea. So then we filmed, and the way she filmed was just on another level. Like the Barbie, the nickname came like Barbie Surfer because the video was like above
Oh,
60 million on TikTok and stuff. It went super viral, like a lot of articles, Cosmopolitan, everywhere online. So it started, and until now we work together. She's my team, and so it started because of the cats. So you
right,
never know. You meet people, and you never know if you're not gonna do business or like crazy
right.
deals with them. So you always have to be open and for the opportunities. So I have a production team, videographer. I have a captain of the boat, and my team it's all Filipinos. I love Filipinos, and they are just the kindest. They always so much fun. So the team is around 10 people. We always
wow.
come, yeah, and then also my maid, assistant, and every role is very important. Just recently we filmed something, and then we had a big cake, like 3-layer cake, and for me it's easy. Okay, it's maybe not easy when I tell it. For me, it's easy to hold on a surfboard in heels and stuff. But for them, so basically how it works is one person hold another person, they lean down to the sea, and then they give me that cake. So before she was giving the cake, she slipped because the other person, it was a new person. They didn't hold her right. And if she would fall, it would be dangerous. So we had a little bit now, this few days ago, a situation, but nothing happened. They catch in the end. But the team is so important, every role, because the people giving me things, and that's the most difficult things, because if he slips and fall in the water with everything, then I fall in the water. We had a situation when the boat broke, and when the boat broke, there's no wave, so then I just crash into the boat, so I fall in the water. And once you fall in the water, there's no,
That's it.
that's it, you have a one shot.
Wait, so you literally have one
Yeah.
shot? So what if you fall into
You
the
never
water?
I never fall. So basically I never fall. It's
Knock on
just,
wood?
yes, touch wood, yes. Only if the boat breaks, but that's happened like every once in a lifetime kind of thing.
Right.
So I do a lot of bloopers falling down because people love, like people, when there's a perfect video posing, all
Right.
people is like, oh, I was waiting for you to fall down. Why didn't you fall? Oh no, you fall down. So how we do it, we first film perfect everything, and once we have all,
Then you fall.
somebody throws something at me, or I slip, or I fall on purpose. So it's always falling on purpose in the end.
Wait, so you're sorry, but to me that's
Yes.
crazy. Okay. What goes through your head when
Yeah.
you're on this thing with your
Yes.
high heels, makeup done, hair done, you get a 3-layer cake.
Yes.
You don't think like, holy please, please, please,
No.
I'm not, that's what I would think. I'd be like, you don't get nervous?
No, I don't get. You know why I don't get nervous? Because I'm prepared. That's what a lot of people always say. Like, oh, are you nervous? No, because if you repeatedly doing something over and over, 100 times, 1,000 times, you don't get nervous. You know the drill. You know the job. You know the part. People get nervous when they are not prepared.
Yeah, but okay, I get it. You're
Yeah.
right, but it's different objects.
Right, but still objects. And still the whole idea is the same. Like you wearing heels, glam clothes, uncomfortable, a lot of times uncomfortable clothes. And then you have different things. Sometimes they are heavier. It's more tricky, heavier than lighter. But I love doing it. So I don't get nervous. I get nervous when I have to do other stuff in land. Like sometimes some of the heels, yeah, some of the heels I surf, I can't walk in them, but surfing I can do.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So it's better for me in the water than in the land.
Man, okay, so you have 10 people.
Yes.
Okay, one person is doing the camera, you have hair, makeup, all of that stuff. How many times do you record? Like, do you do
In one
batch
go.
recording?
So
Or
basically we go, let's say we try to do 2-3 ideas in one go, in like 1 hour to 1.5. It's very quick. So basically,
wait, in an hour and a half?
yes. So basically I come prepared, makeup, hair,
Right.
dress. I come on a boat, I slide out of the boat, and then we shoot, we film, we do sometimes change of clothes. And if it's easy clothes, like I just put on, I change clothes while I surf. While I'm on the board, I put something on, a dress, or when we did abayas, I would just put on and off. So then it's quick. It's very quick. Yeah. We change
That
clothes.
is
We have all prepared. We have
crazy.
heels in case heels break. We have different colors of the surfboards. It's the most tricky part is to bring, to be honest, all the things. Like we did a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree didn't fit in my car. We had to get a car and the Uber XXXL, whatever, to bring all the stuff because it's a
Right.
lot of things. Cakes don't fit in a car, This is the worst part. Like surfing, it's easy, but bringing the things, is the tricky part.
When you go out, do you get recognized a lot?
Yeah, I do.
How is
Spe-
that for you?
So I love it. People are so sweet. Like especially like we did this video for Philippines because my team is from Philippines, and they were like, "Oh, let's do a Filipino Independence Day." So I did this video of the flag. And then we did the Filipino food and all of that. And I did out of, respect and, different culture. Like we live in Dubai. We're so lucky because you literally find here people from all over the world, and we should celebrate each other culture, So we did the Filipino, and I just did for fun for them, I had one of the girl brought me like a Filipiniana dress, original from Philippines. We had everything was perfect. The flag, the music, all the videos went viral, and the Filipino community, a hero, love me.
Wow.
So I get recognized a lot by the Filipino community, and I love them. They're so sweet. So yeah, and for me, I don't do for the recognition, I do to make people happy. Also, I do a lot of times like kids things. Kids, like for example, I get messages from parents that the kid draw me. Like I did this big croissant or something, they draw me. I did the Easter bunny, so I'm wearing the full Easter bunny. I barely
I
see
love
anything,
that.
and eat Dubai chocolate. So I do like fun stuff, family. It's not about just looking glamorous and stuff. It's supposed to be like entertaining, fun, family friendly, to inspire like people people, kids, like do what you love, you know, like this world is immeasurable. Yeah, like you can do whatever you want in your life, really. Like you can be a bunny, you know, like it's so funny sometimes. One time we were shooting this like a Korean. I had this Korean outfit. Next day I was a bunny or something, and I'm like, my life literally is like a movie. One day you have black hair, another hair you're a bunny, another day I was the St. Patrick's Day, you know, the man there. So I do a lot of male, female, whatever there is, you know. So it's always so much fun.
How do you make money?
So basically from brands. So
Okay.
how it works is brands approach you and you just kind of use surfing to promote the brand. Like we did
Right.
real estate, so we can do flags, we can do boards, you can do everything, you know? So it's more catchy than, because you know, the video go viral, it will show on your feed. And you're like, oh, what is this? What is she doing? What is she holding? Like we do a lot of cakes. Let's say if we write your makeup thing on the
Right.
cake and I take out your makeup thing from the cake and put on my eye, they'll be like, what is she doing, you know? So it's interesting for people, you know, so it has this wow shocking factor, you know. So
Right.
that's how you, and actually the ideas are endless. Like we did I did surfing with the TV, and then we put a green screen and we played something there, you know. I
Right.
was eating hot dog and cheering, you know. So I was doing makeup, I mean everything you can do, literally.
So when the brands come to you and they want to work
Yes.
with you, do they give you the concept or do
So
you
it
come up with
depends.
it?
So I mean, it's always both ways. So they say like they have this idea or they have this product or they have this thing, and then we come up with like a brief idea and then we kind of master together.
Okay. Which one so far was your favorite collab?
Favorite collab? Mm, that's a good one. We've done so much. I think favorite collab, I think favorite kind of projects are always the fun ones, my own ones, you know, like ironing board, which was not a collab or
Oh my
branding,
god, I love that one.
advertising for anyone, yeah.
That
Or
was
you know,
so good.
the things that we do for fun, these are the ones that I love the
Right.
most, you know. The cakes we do, like like for 2 years ago for my birthday, like 4 layers cake, you know. So it's always different stuff, yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Which brand would you, besides Leader Beauty,
of course
would you want to work with?
I would love to work with Hermes, but I know it's gonna be probably tricky, LVMH. But I did serve with like 2 Birkins and other things, you know. So I would love, because I love the bags, you know,
Right.
and I already serve with a lot of Birkins, so I need more.
Have you reached out to them?
No,
No.
no, I haven't. Yeah, I should have probably.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? That's like,
true.
that is like next level.
And I have a lot of videos that went viral, like me surfing with the Birkins, and you know.
Right.
And people were like, "Oh, are they real?" Of course they're real. "Oh, you're not scared of the water?" I'm like, "No, I know I'm not gonna fall." So yeah.
Okay, so Hermes is gonna be the next one. What else? Which
Yes.
one else would you want?
Which others?
Why
Mm,
Hermes? Is it because they're so
it's a
up
top.
there?
Yeah, it's a top in terms of the bags, and you know, and it's something like, and they don't do like collaborations with with some celebrities, maybe you see, but they
Right.
don't really do it, you know.
Right.
So like I did Loewe before, we did Amina Muadi. So I did some big brands and Nike, but I wanted to do Hermes always because I love their bags and I surf already with them. So it'll be just
That would be
just
so
handy.
dope.
Yes.
That actually would have been, that would be so
Yeah.
dope. And I know
We
it's
put
gonna
it into
happen.
manifestation.
Manifestation, like
Yes.
put it out there, it already is happening.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So how much longer do you think you're gonna do that? At what point do you feel like your content is gonna be different?
I mean, I think my content is always gonna be surfing, but I think, you know, I gonna try to I gonna show more my personality, because also a lot of people don't know I rescue street cats. For
Right.
example, in Dubai, and I am a big animals lover. I don't eat meat. I'm a pescatarian for more than 20 years. So, you know, I wanted to show more my personality to people, because, you know, they see just this beautiful, glamorous girl, you know, like, okay, it's pretty to watch, but what's that, you know? So I just wanted to show more of myself and like my other side, you know,
Right.
and just to kind of motivate and show people also.
Why? what made the switch for you to decide
Because
to do that?
when I go and do rescue cats, right, and a lot of people don't know. Even recently, a few days ago, I spoke with a client that I'm doing a project now with, and I was saying, oh, by the way, I'm also rescuing cats, and she was like, oh my god, I me also, I used to do, I have this, I have this. So it's, you tell people, other people tell you, and then the community grows. We should all help each other. Let's say, okay, I'm a big animal lover, right? So I love to see a lot of people actually help cats here in
Right.
the UAE.
Right.
So if people see, oh my gosh, she's helping, maybe I will also help. So it's like we should all be nicer to each other also. Like we live in this world that people are just following the money, the fame, but the human part is missing. And then,
Why do
when
you think that is?
because also I feel like people feel like they judge. They judge themselves more than they probably are judged by other people, and they see on Instagram like, oh, perfect, like, let's see, now you see my videos, you see my profile, it's all beautiful, glam, luxury, all that. So if I start posting now also like street cars, they like this, so people are more like, okay, I can relate to her, I'm also doing this. So
Right.
it makes other people feel better because people see all perfect on social media, they compare their life to social media, and that's where it's like a cycle. You
Right.
cannot find yourself. So
Were you always like rescuing? Because when I was living in LA, I would rescue dogs a lot,
yeah.
a lot of dogs, and I would come home with dogs
Oh
and
wow.
birds.
How many dogs
and
you had?
I had 4.
Oh wow.
I had 4, and then we had a pigeon.
Nice.
No lie, we had a pigeon. I saw that pigeon outside, and I saw all the cars coming,
Oh wow.
and then I grabbed it, and then I brought it home, and then my husband Robin was like,
No. What's
at this
next?
point, he's like, sure,
Yeah.
right? So I absolutely love rescuing. We rescued just last year a cat,
Okay.
Flex.
From LA or
No,
here?
here.
Oh wow.
It was
Okay.
outside of our house, and I kept seeing the cat, and I was like, I need to get, like, like when
Right.
I feel like the animals talk to you.
Yes, true. And they choose you.
They
Actually.
exactly. It's what I was about to say. The same with all of my dogs, with the cat.
Yeah.
And it's funny with the cat. It's like I rescued the cat, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but he's in love with my husband.
Oh wow. Because cats choose,
I know.
Maybe your husband needed to be rescued by the cat.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I would give the cat like so much food and everything. I would try to bribe the cat.
It
You
didn't work,
can't.
no.
You can do that with dogs.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with cats.
True. They have their own personality.
Yes. And I was like, excuse me, I brought you in.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yes.
Did you rescue animals even back home, or did it start you in
So,
Dubai?
in Poland, we have a big issue with dogs, stray dogs, not so much with cats. So in Poland, I would always go to the rescue centers and I donate food. I had my own dog and I had guinea pigs, and we would always go and, like, in winter, give food, blankets, all of that, all the time. Even when I was in America and come Poland, I would send money to my parents to always, give the food, and they'll be like, "You crazy, making us drive here with all this food and stuff." And then when I came to Dubai, I met a friend, and she was a rescuer. So then I want to adopt a dog. And then I used to do horse riding, and there was this cat walking, meowing, and I'm like, okay, if he's gonna walk to my car, it's his lucky day, I'm gonna take him. And imagine he just walked to my car, got inside, said, I'm like, okay, I'm taking him. And I call him King, and that was my first cat. He passed away a year and a half ago. And from him, everything started. My life changed. And I always feel like, cats are energy protectors.
Oh my God, I believe that.
I meet so many good people through the cats rescuing, and it's something. Look, success, all this is great, but you have to do something. You have to give back. And all the cats that I rescue, they are injured. They're almost dying. Literally, like, they were really bad. Like, even I have one cat with me, she's paralyzed. She has paralyzed legs, but she's the happiest thing. And people said to me, oh, why are you keeping her, put her to sleep, because it's a 24, it's also, it's a hard work. We shower her, she cannot control her needs. So, it's always medicine, and the vets are quite pricey here. So, you have to do it. But I could never, like, for me, it's like you need to help, you need to give back to the community, you know? So I'm trying to help cats whatever I can, you know? And every time I go somewhere, I see a cat, you know? And my mom is like, it's dangerous to go with you anywhere because you see cats. Even recently, my mom was here in November, and after the rain, there was a big rain, and we went outside for a walk. Outside supermarket, I hear already meow, 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 meow. And then she's like, yes, of course you have to hear the meow, meow. We go this small kitten, and there was a cupcakes and a vanilla milk next to him. I say, Mom, we cannot leave him. She said, oh, but you already have so many cats. What are we gonna do? I say, we need to rescue. You know, we
How
cannot live
many do you
outside.
have?
So I have few. Let's keep it like this, right? But I always get lucky. So she just got adopted yesterday, the small kitten. Yeah. So, you know, I always say, like, God keeps me in his prayers, you know, because I rescue cats, they get adopted. And I sent a cat to one of my rescue cats went to America, another to Austria. So we sent internationally.
wow.
Yeah. So imagine from Dubai streets to New
Is it
York and
hard
stuff.
to send them? Like how? How do
It's
you do that?
so it's not hard. It's actually quite easy. You send them on a flight and stuff because people internationally are interested. And actually, the two cases. So the girl rescued from Dubai. She
Right.
used to live here for a year or two, but then she decided to go back to US. And she said, I cannot imagine going without my cat. So she flew him together with her to New York. And the same girl, she used to be here, and then she lived in Austria. She took her cat with her. So it's great, you
Wow.
know. Yeah, and it changes their lives.
That's beautiful. I think
Yeah.
it tells a lot about people and the person. You know what I
True.
mean? When you're able to, I mean, look, looking at your videos, you have all these followers, you're going viral all the time, and you always look perfect and glammed
Yeah.
and all that. I would have never guessed
Yeah.
that you rescuing
You see?
animals,
That's why I'm gonna be posting. Next time you're gonna see my viral videos with the cats.
you have
And we
to.
also wanted to spread like more message. Like we wanted to do, because of course I would never take animal on the surfboard, but we wanted to do transition videos. You know, you feed a cat on the street, okay, transition you on a surfing with the cat food, maybe, you know, different things to spread the awareness, to spread the word, you know. So there are a lot of ideas.
To me, you like just talking to you, you're very like down to earth.
Right.
Okay. And when I look at your videos, it's
They
the
don't look.
opposite. Not gonna lie. Um, how do you balance? Because yes, we're living in Dubai, and it's all about glitz and glam, and
Right.
you know about what kind of car you drive. And I feel like it's all over the world. It's like that.
True, it became.
Maybe European countries a little bit less, but how do you navigate through life when your personality is very much down to earth?
Right. I mean, you have to be true to yourself. Like, I'm very humble and I'm always so grateful for everything that happened in my life. But at the same time, I love nice things, you know? I love to dress up for the event, full glam, you know? And also when I go surf, it's like acting. I go on a I go on a surfboard and it's like a role, you know, acting role. So you act, you know? So you kind of life it's a movie. So you know, you're at work, you have to ask like act certain way, right? You are with friends, you act certain way. You're with your husband, you act certain way. So you just kind of have different personalities. You don't have to be one dimension, you know that. And I meet a lot of people that, you know, beautiful girls, and they are like into politics, in politics, or you know. So you need to be true to yourself and show your colors, like because people are always judging.
Right.
And for me, I don't really care about being judged, but I've been judged a lot, you know, because even when I used to work in a corporate, they're like, oh, how you work in a corporate? You know, you're blonde, you like this. I'm like, yeah, maybe because I'm, you know, I have education, I have an MBA in international business, you know, I have the experience. So maybe because I know the job and I do well, right? I mean, nobody would like play with their money.
Right.
So, you know, people judge, but then you kind of true to yourself. Like, I'm humble, I'm down to earth, but I love to dress up. I love the luxurious things as well, but it's not, I'm not obsessed about it, you
Right.
know?
I remember my whole life, I would always, you know, always try to chase and chase and chase. And
Yeah.
at one point, you know, and I am grateful for being able to, you know, have my daughter, because for the first time, like, you know, just see what we already achieved and what we
Yeah,
already have,
exactly.
right? I mean, I'm still working on my inner self. And I think it's going to be a lifetime
Yes,
thing
true.
for
It's a
everyone,
process,
right?
right?
It's a process. And I don't think that, I mean, I hope that soon I can be like, look in the mirror and be like, I
Yeah,
arrived,
right.
right? But it's not like, I feel like since social media started, it's like I see all of us just trying to chase over and
Yeah,
over and
true.
over and over again. And I see that, you know, I was living in all these like major cities. Like I grew up in Switzerland,
Yeah.
I grew up in LA, now living in Dubai. It's all about chasing.
Yes, true.
Do you feel like that would ever change?
I think this will never change. Like, we need to accept that social media will be always there and it will even increase, like with AI. So I think people need to find peace. I know it's hard for everybody because social media will be there. It will be even worse because now, as the world progresses, AI progresses. Imagine in 10, 20 years, maybe we'll have a flying cars. Who knows? So it's always, the improvement of life. It's always happening. So I think life overall is a progress. It's not a line like, okay, you come here, this is a finish line. You always, every day, you take day by day, you learn. Social media will be there, people compare each other, chase, it's always there. But if you chase for a good reasons, then it's a different story. And chasing is like an adventure. Life is like an adventure. It's not
Right.
okay, once I go there, once I have this, then I'm so happy. And no, it's like every day it's adventure. You do what you love. Then a new investment comes or whatever. It's a progress
Right.
always.
How is it for you with friends or with people? Because you are really well known, you have a lot of followers. Like, how do you know that this person is real or this person is trying to get to
Yeah.
what you achieved?
So you will never really know. I mean, I know a lot of people, but my close friends, I have only few. So with time you learn. You don't trust anyone. It takes time to gain their trust. But I'm very open to people. I always meet new people. I'm very friendly. But to really like be close, I'm more distance. Because you need to
Protect
kind
your
of,
energy.
yes, big time.
Yeah. You need to protect your energy. And do you feel like it's hard here in Dubai?
I think like any major city is harder because people, follow the success, money, they compare each other. But I feel like at the same time, Dubai is such an incredible place. I'm always so grateful and thankful for the opportunities.
I agree.
I found my love and passion. Imagine me in Poland surfing in -30 in the winter. I could never do it. So Dubai gives me opportunities I could never, get anywhere
Imagine anywhere
else.
else.
Yeah. So I'm so grateful and respectful to that country. And I feel like a lot of people get a lot of opportunities here, but you
Right.
have to work hard and you have to be humble because that's the problem. When people gain some success and they're not humble, that's when it's complicates.
How are people seeing you in Poland?
In Poland.
Yes. What are they saying about you?
So first, of course, they were like, "Oh, what is she doing in Poland? Is it real or not?" Because people didn't know. When the videos went viral, first they went viral here, America. Last was Poland. Imagine,
Wow.
yeah, people didn't know I was Polish. And so when they knew about Poland, I did some TV shows in Poland and stuff. And until now, people still think it's fake. Polish mentality is a little bit like old generation. So until
Right.
now, people think it's fake. And they say comment AI and stuff. But yeah, it's nice still.
Do you go home a lot?
I go like once, twice a year to visit family.
And what about if you go there and like promote yourself and all that? How is that?
I mean, it's a different market, I think, in Poland, because first, like, I can't really serve there. So okay, I could serve here and promote some product, but it doesn't feel the same because you can't do that there,
Right.
because of the weather. So, and it's a little bit different. People have the work-life balance. It's very good in Poland. People, Dubai is a busy place. Focus on success, money, always improving. Poland is family oriented. Like all
Right.
my friends, they all married. They don't even have social media. They have a lot of kids. They just live happy life. So it is a little bit different mentality.
Are you gonna start surfing anywhere else?
So I
Besides
always surf anywhere. So I surf in Miami, Maldives, Estonia, also in Newcastle. That I was adventure in Newcastle. So I always surf in different places. I want to go to Turks and Caicos with dolphins. It's on my bucket list.
Oh my God.
I've seen some videos. I'm like, I want to go Turks and Caicos.
And then literally.
And they have like dolphins behind you. Like
Oh
the
my God,
best
guys, we need to
place.
see that. That's going to be
Yes.
your next thing.
Yeah.
I'll come with you.
Yes.
I'm going to
come.
film. I'm going to
Yes.
film with my iPhone, okay?
Yes. iPhone is good. Yes.
I'm just going to film that. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
would be freaking incredible.
So nice.
Besides your cosmetics and your project, what else is waiting
So,
for you?
I mean, I don't know. I have some things, I can't say too much yet, but into acting, which I love because, you think of like surfing and like I'm always taking different role there, like one day I'm like that, here I'm acting like this. Sometimes, so it's all different roles,
Right.
So I'm going a little bit into acting as well. So let's see, for me, I don't want to say too much because you never know what's
Right.
gonna turn out and things will just unfold by itself, but always big things.
You know, I always say this. I do this podcast because I love getting to
Yeah.
know people, and I love to learn from people, the guests
Right.
that are on. And one thing that I am learning from you right now, which
Mhm.
even though we're talking, but my mind is still going to that place, it's like where you said, trust the process.
Yeah, it's all about the process. Yeah.
It's so beautiful to see where you're like, you could do so many things that everyone else is doing, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you would have been so successful if you would do makeup and fashion, but that you're able to say, no, I trust the process. I know something better will come.
True.
And he really did.
Yeah. This
And
is the example, I'm the example.
you're the
like,
perfect example
yeah.
for that. And that's something that I absolutely like cherish. Like just talking to you now, I'm like, keep going back to like, damn, like it's so true because we're so, man, like,
And we compare each other,
Oh my
people compare
God.
each other. Like, okay, my friend did that. Okay, I should do also like so. I do.
Right.
No, you just do what you think is right and what you love and what's your passion. What is, we as a humans have intuition. If you listen to your intuition, you might not have all the answers right now, but a year from now, you will have the answers if you just follow through.
I love that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's so beautiful. No, but seriously, I hope like when you were sitting here before we started
Yes.
recording, I said to you, you need to start
Yes.
talking and showing your personality because
Yes.
it's like
Two different,
looking,
yes.
you look the same, like gorgeous, but like your personality is
Right.
so like, I'm like in awe. I'm like, damn, like I would have never guessed that. And yes, people judge, okay?
Yes,
I
of
judge with what I
course.
see.
Yeah.
And now you're sitting here, I'm like, man, like I hope you do more like
Yeah.
talking
Yes,
videos.
we'll do more now.
Do you feel like it's like are you nervous doing stuff like that? You're scared you're gonna lose the following, or
No,
what is
I'm,
it?
because I've never done, I've never really opened up like this, like to talk a lot, and was never really the need, because
Right.
my thing was surfing. And, I have a lot of friends, and always I meet people, they're like, oh, I love your energy. I love this and this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's great. But, there are a lot of people with good energy. So this is not my main thing. I wanted to kind of show out there,
Right.
and I knew it's gonna come somewhere because I do sometimes some projects and collabs when I speak and when I host or interview people, but it's not the main thing, right? Because the surfing is the one that I wanted that gives the message,
Right.
for people to be fearless, to do things, to go out of the comfort zone, But I do understand that, need to kind of open up, show your personality.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you my last question, okay?
Yes.
Aren't you afraid that you're gonna be eaten by a shark? Not in Dubai, but
Yeah.
if you go somewhere else, that would have been my biggest fear. Okay, let me tell you something. I don't even take a bath because I'm like, there's a shark inside.
Really?
I am so afraid of water.
Oh wow.
I am like, my husband makes fun of me all the time. When I go into a pool and I swim, I'm like, I swear to God, there's something coming. There's a shark just waiting. You know what I think?
Yeah.
A shark is waiting for me to go
No,
into the
it's no
water.
waiting. There's no sharks. No.
I am telling you, even though in Dubai, I know
Yeah.
people are gonna say there's no shark. There's just
Yeah.
one waiting for me.
Yeah.
I will never be able to do what you do ever. You can pay me $1 billion. I would never do what you do. I'm so afraid of water,
Mm,
the ocean.
yeah.
So, aren't you afraid?
No, I mean, I'm more scared to do like skydive or things like this, you know, rather like ocean, I feel safe. And you know, it is true. It's all about mentality. And probably because you think about the sharks, the one time you go,
Oh, swear it will
the
be right
shark will
there.
be waiting for you. Yeah, indeed. You know, because for me, I feel safe. I love the ocean. You know, when I go, I surf, I touch the ocean, I touch the water. You know, you part of it. You know, you feel the energies. You know, and a lot of people like I always joke like people say, like, "Oh, what about you?" I'm like, I'm a mermaid. You know, I always joke. You know, because I just and they're like, "Oh, how do you do it? How do you like?" I'm like, you know, I'm just flowing on the water, you know?
Right.
So it's all about the energy or your mindset. I know I'll never find a shark and I'll never find a shark.
Right.
Even jellyfish, like there are a lot of jellyfish in Dubai, but I never have any
Right.
experience with them, you know? So because it's all about your mindset, it's all about, you know, the energy. Like ocean is my home, you know, water, I touch, you know, it's kind of different feeling. You see how I even describe
I know. You're like this, and I'm like, oh, hell no.
like, no, there's
Oh,
sharks
hell
waiting for
no.
me.
I'll be like, no, 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 whatever. Because look, we only need we know 1% of
Yes.
what's in the water.
Right. True.
I'm like, that 1%, I mean, I'm good. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, I'm good. Can I just say how much I appreciate you being here?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful to meet you.
So a beautiful soul.
And I would love for you to come and join me on the boat.
Oh, hell no. I will be, I mean, look, I'll be on the boat.
Yes.
With I don't know how many
Life vests.
life vests I will be wearing, and I'll be like, "Good girl, oh you got it, you good." I'm gonna be your hype girl, but
Yes.
I'm so impressed with your work ethic. I'm impressed
you
with
so
how you
much.
think, and you know, like you just taught us a lot of things, and just you taking the time being here. I
Yeah.
know how busy you are.
Thank you.
Before we leave, I want you to tell the people here or here,
Yes.
that one, where they can find you.
That one, right?
This one.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. So you can guys find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Boss Baby 001K, and you know, just follow me, subscribe, and just watch all the videos. Let's just serve, guys. Let's be fearless. Let's inspire each other, and let's just go the extra mile and live this journey together.
Oh, that was so beautiful. Can I just say thank you so much to Brunch and Cake
Yes.
for hosting us, for letting us use your beautiful space, for us to have a conversation and to get to know
Thank
each
you.
other. Incredible people working here. The team is amazing. The food is
Matcha
amazing.
great. I
The
love.
matcha,
Perfect.
the hot chocolate is incredible. I'm gonna come back for sure. So thank you so much for letting us film and have your space. And thank you again
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Yes.
I hope you had fun. I
Yes,
did for
and
sure.
I see you on the boat.
We'll do that.